There's a couple of them now I lean on the most. One is probably Mark Martin, and also Clint, and we have a good relationship. And actually, when it comes up to when we have our big race at the U.S. Nationals, Clint's going to do a little ride swap where he's going to get in my top field dragster, which should be pretty fun. So we have a little bit going back and forth. I just saw us pop at Topeka when we're out there racing, and so we have a little bit going there back and forth. And it's the main deal about it is go out here and have fun, and that's what we're going to do with this whole program right now.
Let's go in the back to Marty Smith, and then finish up with Bob Pockers. Go ahead, Marty.
Antron, timing-wise, you said you've been discussing this with Max for 3 years. You can't see me, dude. There's 1,000 cameras in the way. You said you've been discussing this with Max for 3+ years. So timing-wise, how much of this, the fact that you became a champion in that which you initially aspired to do, how much does winning that championship play into the fact that this is the right time for you to try to make this type of switch or make this type of step to transition to something else?
You know, or that, it was honestly, it was just a really good timing deal where we were talking Toyota, I was talking to Derek, and I was talking to Max, and it came up opportunity time where I had an opening in my schedule, and they collaborated and we put this deal together to make it happen, to go out here and test in Virginia next Tuesday before we actually go to Englishtown and race. And that's how it really all came together. And Max and myself have been talking about opportunity just to go out there and try it and say, let's see what you have, and let's see if you could do something like this. And the timing just fell in place to do it at this particular time, and I'm just happy that it did, because I couldn't be happier to be doing it with Rev Racing.
Hey, let's finish up. Final question, Bob Pockers.
Bob Pockers, Sporting News. Kind of a similar question, but why now? I mean, I imagine that you get called by NASCAR teams virtually every year to test a car, I would think. So why now? What about this is any different than maybe any other offers you've had the last 5 or 10 years?
Actually, to be honest with you, I never got a call to test a car before, ever. So thing about it is I heard people talking about a lot and things happening, but this is actually the first opportunity I actually have a chance to go to drive one, you know, and that's why this opportunity came up, and plus the fact it was a great opportunity. It'll be a different story. Somebody say, come drive this car or that car. You have to assess the whole situation, because if you ever got asked to actually drive a car, you need the right training behind it. And I'm in the best situation right now with Rev Racing to get all the stuff that I need to actually go the route and actually get the proper training to do it right. And it's just a perfect opportunity at the right time for sure.